Okay, all right, just a demonstration of a bathroom. I'm gonna get rid of anything dry. Just push it out onto the carpet to vacuum later. That way you're not getting a bunch of little things wet behind the door. It's important. Good enough. Okay, start with the toilet. Sometimes if I don't want to touch a toilet before I clean it, I'll just use toilet paper as a
Buffer?
Yep. And does it stay up?
It does not.
Okay.
Sorry, I should
So, yep, that's fine. I'm just demonstrating anyway. I'm going to spray this with, this is Steramine, which is a disinfectant. Notice that I'm spraying the outside all the way around. I'm going to spray under there, right there. But it's been a while since I've really scrubbed the inside, so I'm going to put a little bit of Comet. It's got a little bleach in it. You don't need a ton. And then I'm going to use my roll swab. This is specifically for toilets. It has a cone on it. And I'm just grabbing some of that. You can come in if you want. And on the end of the bowl swab. And I'm getting it under the rim. And then I'm not dipping it in the water. I'm trying to keep the bowl swab out of the water so that that Comet doesn't rinse off. And so then I'm going to kind of take the edge and make sure I'm just doing a really good job of disinfecting today. Getting that in there. And then I'm going to get a little water. This kind of helps me shake off some of that water. And then you can kind of flood this hinge area if it's super nasty. If you take a little water and just stick it down in there, and it just floods and rinses those hinges. And then you can kind of do that. This bowl mop is just like a mini mop. And so you can kind of go around the outside and mop the sides. You can mop the front. And Brooke's done a good job because it looks really clean. You can kind of mop the floor just a little bit there. It really, you know, she's been maintaining it really good. So doesn't really need a lot, but that's a good demonstration. And then this little cone is so that you can kind of squeeze out some of the water. You can tap it off and then stick it in, if you would video the bucket. It's got a cup in there, okay. And now I'm just gonna let that be wet. I'll come back and dry it. You can use on the sink. You guys can come in. You can both come in. You can use on the sink the glass. You can use Windex. You can also use Steramine. This one probably disinfects a little more, but it is very good with glass. It's not going to streak or anything. And you can just give it a good mist. And I like to use a glass rag or a window rag or whatever, or otherwise known as a nanofiber, and catch this. And then just be careful that when you're wiping all this down that you don't splash up on there again. You know, it's kind of like chicken before the egg or whatever. You know, it doesn't matter which one you do first. But if you're wiping this and there's soap all over the sink from this dispenser, and then you're wiping, and if you wipe that and you got the soap, now you're going to get soap on this thing that you're trying to polish, and you're not going to get a good polish on it. And that's kind of the dilemma with, you know, get the mirror first because you're not going to get any soap on it. And then, yeah. And then just polish this up. And this chrome could use probably some type of an acid on it. It's getting water spots. So I've got a video that demonstrates that. But here's some toothpaste or something in here. I don't know what it is, but my rag wouldn't grab it. So I just took this Mr. Clean Magic Sponge. It's kind of scratchy. And rubbed it out. But I'm going to buff that out. And there's quite a bit. I don't know if you guys can come see this, but like right there. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, let Tim see it.
I can see it.
You see it?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I need my glasses.
That is hard water deposits. Line scale. And so what you need is some Barkeeper's Friend. And you would take some Barkeeper's Friend and put it there, and put it there, and put it here. And then take this and rub it out, and then rinse. And this will be smooth. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and cough. Okay. That's good. All right, so don't forget to dust. You're gonna dust that. You're gonna check levels. And you can kind of see, you can tell.
Key on this end.
Yeah, this is the one that has the key. Okay. Do you pull this out? Do you pull this out?
I'm taping it every time.
You just untape it every
I
time.
just
Oh my gosh.
restitched it really
Oh
well.
my gosh. Okay. Okay. There's plenty of that. Okay. We'll get something figured out. Okay. Lastly, I'm looking at toilet paper and it's full, but you want to wipe the toilet paper dust off of that. Wipe the handle. If this were a women's room only, the women don't ever lift the seat, so this doesn't have to be super beautiful. Men do, so I try to polish that as well. I do the back, I do that, I do the top. This is right above that. This is always going to have brown dust on it. Okay. Trash.
So that needs 2 more rolls.
Yep. We need to make sure there's a couple rolls in there. And then trash. Okay, you good. Okay, so you have a large trash can here. And this trash bag, even though it fits, it is very lightweight and it only comes over the top just a little bit. And had it been loaded down even more, so now you really don't have a lot of trash can here left to tie off because it's so full. So personally, I would be putting in a much larger trash can liner in this, since you have them and you've got other trash cans here that are using these.